welcome back to the latest episode of Full Stand Farms. We don't have an intro video because we're not that cool yet, and we're not really that tech savvy, so we don't have the most quality videos. But here's what you get: a welcome back intro and a reminder for everybody to please like and subscribe, and thank you to those that already have and that enjoy watching our videos. We don't really know what we're doing. We're just farming and videoing it. So here you go. Thanks for watching, and please remember, like and subscribe. You may not be able to see me very good. I'm inside a grain bin. For any of you that know much about grain bins, specifically rice and grain bins, specifically hybrid rice and grain bins, we have a lot of trouble with our doors not feeding and it bridging over because the rice does this. It's like art. This rice is so abrasive that it just won't flow, and it just stays like this the whole time. So we have to come in here with a piece of rebar and ram it through the rice to get it to feed through the doors to take it out the pipe. And I just came in here and I had the center door wasn't feeding, and I came in here and went knocking around and hitting these sculptures, and then all this just collapsed. So you got to be real careful when you're doing stuff like this, because it'll choke up real quick, because you'll be going from no rice going through the tube to it's full. This is what it looks like when you get close to the sweep on a grain bin and rice. It's fun times, and it ain't for the faint of heart. It's dusty, and it's a job. Another tip I'll give you if you're shipping rice out that you may already know, but when the doors quit feeding on their own, we'll close this main door right here and cut these fans on. If you cut both fans on, it'll blow a lot of that rice down, and you can get away with another 2, maybe 3 truckloads without having to run the sweep auger. But make sure before you cut the fans on that you close all your floor doors that go into the tube, and then ease them back open, because it'll put a lot of rice through there that you're not prepared to take through that tube, and it'll choke it up. So just a quick tip: if you're running out of rice in your tube when you're shipping out, close everything up, cut the fans on, open it back up. You can probably get 2 more truckloads out of it before you have to run that sweep auger. Because if any of you know anything about sweep auger, they're not very fun to run, but they're a necessary evil. Still got the shovel. This is probably one of the main reasons that most folks don't want to grow rice. It ain't that fun when it comes to grain bins. Just inhaling dust, spitting black. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. eating on the job. It's a little bit dusty in there, if you can't tell. But we're getting it. It's got to be good for you, right? I don't know. Got a family to feed. We're back. We're back. 500 acres to go. Maybe a little less. Been shipping rice all week. It's October 3rd, Thursday. Still a little muddy. We got a good forecast. We could let it dry out some more, but we're ready to get these beans out. They quit dumping rice today at 1:30. We got about 3 days of cutting left, so we might as well get going. It's what we put tracks on here for, so we're gonna cut it in the mud. It's not terrible, but it is gonna need some fixing. But anyways, we got a little bit left to go. Lord willing, we'll get finished by Sunday or Monday. Dumping on the ends, cutting in the mud. Can't let your header float, and you're just kind of a little slower than normal. Could take an extra day, but maybe not. We'll see. But anyways, we're back. Let's see if we can get this crop out. No matter how long you've been cutting, every time you let your combine sit for 3 or 4 or 5 days, a week, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking to cut everything back on. Cut the machine on already, everything sounds normal. Just got the header on. All right, everything's running, sounds decent. No codes coming up. Now I just got to get back in the groove of cutting. Every time I stop cutting for a little while, when I come back to it, it just feels like I've never cut before. Just got to get my sea legs back. So let's do it in the mud, see how it goes. Well, that didn't last long. We've made some good headway cutting, but now we're waiting on trucks. We were rolling good there, but apparently there's a long line at the elevator, so now we're waiting. Beans look good. They're good and clean still, no damage. These look a lot better than they're cutting. They're cutting really good, but they look like they're cutting. They look like they should cut more. This is also why we have tracks on our combines, because this is all the damage we're doing going through the field. And it's pretty muddy out here. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's fairly muddy. We're not cutting much of a rut at all, which is pretty satisfying. So hopefully it'll keep going this well and the elevator will speed up. We can get back to rolling. It doesn't get much better than a harvest sunset. Making the last pass of the day, got everything full, waiting on the truck to get back so we can dump on him and shut it down. But it sure is a pretty view. I like it. What can I say? Can't beat it. Good Lord knew what he was doing when he did that. One of the best investments you can make. You don't have to spend money, you can just use a t-shirt. But if you want to spend a little money, this is a great investment to keep on your combine. At the end of the day, go through and wipe every one of your windows and mirrors down with this before that morning dew hits in the morning. And you won't have to clean your windshield all the time if you like clean windshields, which I do. Now, mine has gotten away from me because it sat here for a week. It got rained on off and on, so it needs to be cleaned with some glass cleaner. But to make it easier when I do that in the morning, I'm gonna dust it off with this. that's done, I'm gonna shut it down. Go home with my wife and kids, have dinner, do it all again tomorrow. See y'all tomorrow. Well, I can't quite go home yet because Blake's making his last pass. And he needs me to give him a ride back to his truck. So, nothing else to do. I'll walk out here and let's see what this 40-foot header on this 770 is doing in these soybeans. That's a wrap on the day. That's never not fun to watch.